Alright everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to the online career mode. Before we get started today, where we're going to be playing through November and December, I need to quickly mention something. Last episode I did mess up slightly. Will is in fact not out of the Carabao Cup. I read the result wrong. He did go through. Now he is still in to the round 16 with the rest of us that are still in it, that you can see there from the left hand side of the screen. So yeah, there's that out of the way. My apologies for that. But yeah, as I say, we're starting off in November here. Well, we did technically start November last episode, our first game of the month against Owen. So our next one here is against Wigan. This one we're simming, playing a very strong team. Got Branco on the right, Fernando on the left, with a midfield three of Fekir, Russo and Lafaso. And in this game, takes a while to get the first goal, but we do get it eventually. Then a second one from Fernando. And then towards the end of the game, we do concede one, but we do still get the 2-1 win. Happy days. And the fourth group stage round of the European competitions were played out there. Seth winning 3-0 in the Europa League against Rosenborg, and then Callum losing 2-0 against AC Milan in the Champions League. As of now, they're both looking good to be going through. 2 more group stage games left. We'll see what happens. So here's the next game. We're away at Middlesbrough, using a pretty similar team. This time in midfield though, it has swapped out Lafaso from Cam with João Teixeira. So into it we go. First chance comes 20 minutes in. It's Werner, rolls it on to Teixeira. He passes it back to Russo, who just hits it first time into the far corner, finish in a half. And then Aston Balonga is down the right, he dinks it in. Braithwaite gets the header, and it does just go into the far corner. Quite unfortunate stuff, but just in the edge of the first half. Some nice passes, Werner, Fekir, Branco, and we're back in the lead in stoppage time. And that was actually the last chance pretty much of that game. Pretty poor in second half, but it is another 2-1 win. 9 points out of 9 for November, which leads us all the way up to our last game. This time it's against Bournemouth. It's the 7th one again. Again, a very strong team, just pretty much switching up the midfield slightly again. This time we put Fekir and Cam and Jones in the centre mid. And Harry Wilson, who is back in for this game as well, scores the first goal, followed by Fekir, then Branco. And to wrap up a 4-1 win, Fekir scores a penalty. So we're not quite there for the clean sheet, but the point is the main thing we're after. A quick training session here before going straight into December, where you can see it's quite a busy month. Got a Carabao Cup game against Chelsea, got a match against Welshie, and I've actually got 2 double fixtures there, Stoke and Wolves. But yeah, we are going to start off here with our first game, which is on the 1st day of December. It's the Carabao Cup quarterfinals against Chelsea. Obviously we're going to be playing it. We don't want to risk a sim here. It's a massive game. And from kickoff, Werner is fed in Branco, and within the first minute and a half, we're 1-0 up, but it was by no way an easy match. Chelsea are in straight away after that. Luis Suarez lays it off to Pasalic, who cracks a shot at Karius. Does make a big save there. And then in comes the corner. We do win the first ball, but it's volleyed straight back in. But once again, Karius is there to save us. And now we're on the attack again. Russo in the Werner. Hit it first time across the keeper, and it does find the back of the net. Doing a lot better than I expected it would do. And the next big chance didn't come till the 64th minute. And it is Chelsea again. Luis Suarez on his left foot, but Karius once again making a save. And that was it for that game. We've somehow blasted through 2-0 after 2 quick goals in the first 15 minutes. So yes, very good stuff there. And now we'll go through the results of that round. You can see there that all 4 of us have indeed went through to the semi-finals, which is going to be me versus Will and Welshie versus Callum. And speaking of Welshie, we've got our game against him up next. Tranmere Rovers versus Newport County. Let's hop straight into that.
Wait, why is it not all check?
Oh, I forgot you had all black. Oh no.
Right there.
Penalty.
Oh. I don't have Isaac in this game. No, I don't. Oh, no, he's offside, he's offside. Oh. As soon as what minute was that in?
There's the clock there in the background, 39:25.
39:25.
Oof.
Is that Draxler? It was too. Wait.
Oh, you're taking the piss. Okay, so nothing much happened in that match. A 0-0 draw. So it is remaining very close between me and Welsh at the top of the table. But we will see how the rest of the season does pan out. The 5th group stage round in the European competition was played out there. Seth winning 4-0 against AIK and Callum winning 2-0 against Borussia Dortmund. But now it's time for our next game of December. It's another league game which we're playing against Cardiff City. So in there we go. The first chance doesn't actually come until the end of the first half in stoppage time. It's Cardiff. They're squeezing down the right hand side, and they end up making a pretty poor tackle in the box, giving away a penalty. But the penalty isn't a great one. I get down and they do save it. They keep it at 0-0, and right here in the rebound, I thought they gave away another one. But luckily for me, it was just half time. But in the second half, in the 71st minute, the next chance is Cardiff once again. I put in a tackle, but the ball just rolls nicely to the edge of this box, where a shot is absolutely rifled towards the net. But Calum Grabar keeping it 0-0, which does end up being the final score. So 2 0-0 draws in a row. Didn't really expect that, to be honest. At least we're not losing is the main thing. Another training session here before our next league game. This time we're actually simming it. It's against Wolves. We're after a very slow start. We do pick up a 1-0 win. We may not be scoring as many now, but it's still 3 points. A massive 3 points of that as well. So that's what we're going to take from that. But yeah, another training session here where you can see that Nabil Fekir is now 90 rated, which is now leading me to kind of think about selling him or attempting to sell him in the January transfer window. Pick up some replacements. But also there you can see that Russo is up to 84. So we'll see what happens there. The next game, we're up against Stoke, which like the last game is the first match against them this month, as I played them both twice. This one's more like us. We do pick up a nice big win there. On the go of that, the final European group stage matches were played. Steph losing his first game against Besiktas 1-0. Calum winning 2-0 in the Champions League against Dynamo Kiev to send them both through to the knockout stage of their respective competitions. Steph in the round of 32, Calum in the round of 16. We'll see what happens to that later on in the series as we come to a close of this season. But yeah, now it's time for our next game against Brentford, another sim. Fekir opening things up in this one, followed by Branko for another win, 2-0 this time. We're feeling more like ourselves before our second last game of the month and our second game of the month against Stoke. This time we're home though, where goals from Fekir and Branko once again get us another 2-0 win. And now as we're very close to January and subsequently the transfer window, I know I'm going to need more funds, so I'll try and get some more players to reduce their contracts a bit. And because of how successful that was at the start of the season with Fekir, Werner and Wilson, I tried to get Karius down a bit. His was around 50k a week. I managed to drop it to 17.5, leaving us with another 32k to spend on potential transfers and free contracts. But for now, our final game of December, up against Wolves once again. This one we're playing, and 6 minutes in, some dribbling in the box from Fernando. Bennett comes in, snaps me, and got a penalty. Timo Werner steps up, no mess around, in the bottom right corner, 1-0 to us. And then in the second half, it's Fekir in from the left. He cracks a shot, it is saved, but just as far as Werner got his brace, and win us the game 2-0. And yeah, that wraps up December and the year of 2021, where we're going to have one more game, just so it's not in the way for the January transfer window next episode. And that is round 3 of the FA Cup. We're up against Sheffield Wednesday. And into it we'll go. We are the ones who get the first big chance of the game. Fernando passes it in to Werner, but the keeper does just make the save there. But Werner again, this time he's played in over the top by Branko. He's got the pace to get away from him. I cut it inside, go for the far post shot, but it is just wide. Can't get much closer there. And then the 54th minute, Russo passes it to Fekir. Fekir hits it on the finesse shot. Finally get the goal. That gets us the 1-0 win to go in the round 4. And yet the last thing I'll do here before ending the episode is show the results for everyone else in that round there. You can see that every single one of us has in fact gone through. And as I say, that is where I'm getting off this episode. I'll quickly go through the league tables here. Starting off with the championship. You see that currently I am top of the league, holding it there, just 3 points, 1 win. Ahead of Welshie, who's in second, who's then 5 points ahead of Owen. So I've got less half the season to go. If I can hold this up, I should hopefully at least get automatic promotion. And then in the Premier League, at the top of the table are Man City, 9 points clear of second, where Calum is, 41 points. Then in 4th and 5th, tied in 35 points, is Seth and Will, where Will is just behind on goal difference by 1 goal. But yeah, as I said, that is it for this episode. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and the next one will be out very soon. If you did enjoy it, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could drop a like on it, and if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.